So this is a 4-inch cube. I'm going to turn a 3-axis turning out of it. It's going to take a while before you actually start seeing it, so please stick around to the end because it's really going to be cool. I've got a little cube here. It's a piece of black walnut. It's 4 inches in all directions. And I want to make something that looks like the illusion I did a couple years ago that I called the KnuckleBone bowl. And I'm going to turn a KnuckleBone. And that was part of a game when I was a kid. They were little star-shaped things and you threw them, and that's all I remember how you played the game. But I saw an image of one of these that had been turned out of a block of wood, I guess. I don't have no idea how they did it. So I've come up with a process that I'm going to try, and it's going to involve drilling a hole in all the faces. And then I might go to the bandsaw and just cut away material that doesn't need to be there. I'm going to drill some 3/4 inch holes, and then we'll go over to the bandsaw and trim away some of the pieces. Alright, that's a 3/4 inch Forstner bit. I'm going to take this nifty clamp that my good friend Phil set me up with. Lock that down, and I can drill almost all the way through, but I'll drill, flip them over, and finish the drilling. Alright, so that took 5 minutes, but you won't have to watch it for 5 minutes. Alright, I've got the bandsaw set up to cut these little corners off so that I won't have to be turning out here. It will just be this little center section. So here's the part with all the holes in it and where I notched it. And the idea now is to use this as a gauge, because I want to turn this round, but I want to stop right about here. And I need to do that on each one because I need to leave stock to make a fillet. I think that's where we'll be stopping. If not, it'll be easy enough to continue. So I've got this just a kind of a drive center up here, and I put some tape on it for friction, and I think right now I can just put the live center in there like that with that cone, and we'll start turning until this gets round and we'll have a look at it. So I'm going to grab my face shield and we'll get going. 870 RPM. Start with a 1/2 inch bowl gouge. Alright, that's pretty good. Just kind of a matter of rotating around. And that tape fell out. We'll see if I need it or not. Doesn't really look like it. So I made something else. Wasn't sure if it was going to be in my way, but that's also the diameter I'm looking for. That might actually work better. Alright. Alright, we've got 2 of them done. This is fairly easy to turn, but you have to be aware of where this is at, because that's not round. I've never done one of these. I don't know if this is the best procedure, but this is what I'm doing, and just kind of guessing it. Well, you can kind of see what I'm leaving here on that. We should be able to create a little fillet out of that. So that's the plan. This one's slipping a little bit. I gotta fix that. I'm kind of thinking if I put a piece of this non-slip cloth on here, maybe it'll grab it. Oh yeah. I think that's about it. Now, I need to try to get a little radius on there. Open my little carbide detailing hollowing tool will do the job. It looks like it's just about right. Let's give it a try. I might put some light on it too. That light did help me a lot, but it looks to me like it made it harder for you to see anything. Plus, I should have had the camera looking straight down so you could see that being cut. You may not see what the cutter's doing, but if you look on the opposite side, you can see that fillet being developed. There we go. A nice radius there. And we'll probably just have to carve this out by hand. Too bad. Yeah, I don't think I can really get any more off. I think I'm going to go sit in the backyard with a pocket knife and carve some of this. Or maybe I should use a Dremel for a while. So I sat out in the backyard yesterday afternoon and carved those high spots off with my little pocket knife. And I got it to this point here. I'm just kind of smoothing it and blending it now, like so. And I've got this sandpaper tube that goes on my spindle sander, and we'll just go over it like that. So I'll just show you this one right here, because it will look exactly the same on everything else. And then the plan is to blend everything in with sandpaper. I'm going to sand this from 220 to 400, and I'll do it in each position. Okay, actually works pretty good. Alright, then I'll be back and get some finish on it. Alright, I'm going to put a coat of shellac-based sanding sealer on this. That certainly brought the colors out there. Definitely going to be hard to see anything this small, but we'll get a good look at it when we're finished. This is pretty soft wood, and it's really soaking it in. And I might just spray lacquer over this. Alright, now for a couple coats of def lacquer. Alright, pretty easy. Well, you're still here, and I sure thank everyone for sticking around just to see what I was going to make today. So I'd never made one before, but I had an idea the steps I needed to do to make it, and here it is. I think it's really cute. It's got a beautiful piece of black walnut here. I used 1 coat of Zinsser Seal Coat for sanding sealer, and then I sprayed about 5 coats of Def Lacquer on it. This is called a 3-axis turning. You have this axis, you have this one, and then you have this one. So you have to mount it, rotate it, and rotate it again. I had a lot of fun doing that. You could see the process that I did so that I could get this done accurately and fairly easy. I turned this little disc, which had a center on it, so that centered it on the lathe, but then I could turn this diameter to match that. And I didn't take anything off of here. I was right up next to it, which was close enough, and that worked really good. After doing that, you saw that I had cut a lot of material away, which was a benefit because I didn't have to turn that from clear out here, but it also left a flat spot, and that flat spot was just enough for making a fillet in here. So once I got all that done, I could turn the fillet in, and then I just kind of carved that other part away. So that's the process. It's pretty easy to duplicate and a lot of fun for sure. How much fun was it? It was enough fun to make this one after that. I don't know what kind of wood this is, but this is 4.5 inches in all directions. Just a little bit bigger than that. Same process. So, like I said, I had a lot of fun, and it kind of reminded me of how I built patterns at work. You had to know where to start, and you had to know what the next step was going to be. So that's all I did here. And I had a lot of fun making things at work, and I sure had a lot of fun making this, and I sure hope you enjoyed the video. I don't do this type of turning all that often, but I do enjoy doing it. I understand if you don't like this type of turning, but if you liked it a little bit, give it a thumbs up. And if you didn't like it, let me know in the comments. And if you really liked it, I'd really love to hear that. YouTube promotes the videos based on those 2 things, so I'd appreciate it if you could do that. So, till the next time, I'll see you later.